So could you introduce yourself real quickly?
Yes, my name is Olivier Onidi, and I'm director at the European Commission, looking in particular to the development of alternative fuels in the transport sector.
Excellent. And you just gave a nice presentation here at the opening session of EVS 27, which we're currently at. One comment you made was that there were policies across Europe now looking to promote electric vehicle adoption growth. Could you speak a little more about that?
Yes, I mean, one has to recognize that, of course, the overall picture of Europe is still very diverse. Some member states have a very detailed policy in order to roll out electric vehicles. Some others are just starting looking at this. What is very important, I think, today is that based on the draft legislation that we have tabled, we are now in a position where every 28 member states have accepted the fact that it is absolutely essential to have a national framework which would basically set the main principles but also the main objectives in terms of deploying either refueling stations or recharging stations for electric vehicles, since they are now seeing these alternatives as real alternatives and not something that is still something of the world of the research labs or just gimmicks for a happy few.
Great. And I know you don't want to give any specific preference, but could you talk a little bit about the clear country leaders right now, national leaders in Europe?
I think clearly those that are leading are those that are already integrating in their plans a nationwide framework. And there we have smaller countries, of course, like Estonia, which has a fantastic nationwide network of fast charging stations.
The first one.
The first one. We have very close to the European Union as such, Norway, of course, which is also a tremendous success and which has now also taken the decision to go ahead with a nationwide fast charging infrastructure. And we have countries like the UK, Germany, France, but even some regions like here in Spain, where the option is to go beyond the city limits. And I think compared to a situation a year ago, the tremendous differences today is that one looks at electric vehicles as a real choice to go beyond the urban limits. Second, people are looking at electric vehicles as also a possibility to go beyond just the sphere of the private use. So it's very much for public transport and also very much linked with smart and clean logistics. And the third aspect is that every single national authority is creatively looking at developing policies in order to promote these new sources of these new means of transport.
It's an exciting time. The legislation that you said you just put on the table, when was that put on the table?
It was tabled nearly a year ago.
Okay.
It will come to a final agreement early next year, and we will have there an obligation for every country to have national plans of deployment for all fuels, for all modes of transport, with quantified also objectives in terms of infrastructure rollout, since again, today we still have as the prime concern to make sure that the necessary infrastructure for charging or refueling is implemented in Europe. And for this, we're extremely happy that based on medium to long-term perspectives that would be offered by public authorities, you can better engage with, at the end of the day, those who will have to invest, who will have to develop these charging points. And in this context, we're also extremely happy to see that basically petrol stations and supermarkets are our best allies, since those are the ones who are seeing the shift and are growingly getting interested in order to deploy such stations.
Excellent. Very exciting to see. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.